Okay, I think we are back now. Let me check if this broadcast is under the proper name. Should be under the proper name now. Okay, so the market opened. The market opened with a testing again of that level, but we're not interested in buying this or anything. We'll just wait for a while to settle, for the dust to settle down, and we're just gonna break, as we said, possible failure of this level or even a retest and failure. Okay, since the market just really want to push down, testing the yesterday's lows. Not much reaction there. Very high level, very high volume, sorry. Sorry, I just had my camera off. Sorry for that. Okay, since the market really want to test the lows, just gonna put another line here. Just level it. Just for me, this is just for me, it's not a level, just for me. Okay, the volume is insane. See. Okay. So okay, it seems we're trying to push towards at least the 5860s. Sorry, 5820s. 5820s is the previous test we saw before in the 2 quarters ago. No reaction to the level, some absorption, but not really any important bounce or anything. We're really testing the lows, yesterday's lows, the overnight lows, sorry. We're reaching the weekly's -2 and the monthly's -2 SD. We still have quite a long way towards the -2 on the yearly. Yeah, which is around the 50-20s as we said before. So we'll wait and see now if the structure is gonna break. Okay, the structure seems to break. We'll see if there's any continuation. just holding for a bit. There was just a probe now. There's another candle forming. There's a reaction there. So the volume is getting lower, some absorption. So it may start doing the bouncing that we're saying. Be like a bouncing here. Just wait and see. Just remember here, this is the yesterday's RTH session low. There's great absorption of buyers. You can see here on the trace of the volume. It's insane. Okay, here we see the intraday chart. Sorry for that. I was just seeing that I was just showing the high time frames so long. So we see the reaction here. That's basically the breakout point. So we see here. Just tested it again. Did the bouncing. We'll see how far the bouncing will go. We're just saying before that I'm expecting to see that's this kind of bouncing. And just entering the breakout here. It seems to be doing just that. Okay, there's lots of absorption as you can see. So this is the overnight low, this is the RTH low. Just had it as a visual. So if it bounces back, we're going to see to trade level to level this part. That's regarding the technicals. Regarding the high time frames, it seems to have quite a gap out of 58.20s. This is about here. So this is the area where just interesting to trade in. Anything below just like a bonus. You can like leave a run or anything. So we see the bouncing happening. Or about to happen. Okay, we're just trying to pull. The market is trying to do this pullback. Seems to be having some problems. Just testing again the overnight low. So we see probably it's trying to test again the quarterly previous DVA low. So kind of like, so it's maybe it's trying to test this level again and bounce down. It's like a high time frame level. In any case, it needs to break below the yearly previous DVA high. But remember that all this is because they are like previous lows, all this is a bearish zone. So I'm not sure if I can actually achieve breaking through this zone. It's most likely it's going to get rejected at some point. Okay, so what we're noticing now, just doing like a pattern, like a bullish kind of, sorry, bearish flag. But as I said, we're not interested in entering here, just in case it continues higher or just in case it goes low but it gets rejected here. So just wanted to take the breakout, so it's way more safer. There's a lot of chop there, as we see. It's around like several technical levels around the VWAP, and it's just around the previous day low. So we just see a lot of choppiness there. Just try not to get caught in this choppiness unless the market shows us a clear direction. Just try and make the plan as we did before, and just try and stick and wait for your setup to present, and just take it. Okay, choppiness is continuing. No clear direction. Still at the same spot. The quarterly previous DVA low holds, I think there's no alternative other to go lower. And it seems to be holding so far. We don't, I just checked, we don't have any other just news, significant news. Still, we are half an hour into the market opening and there's no clear direction. There's just choppiness and choppiness. As we're getting close to the 10 a.m., the US, and usually we have some earnings announcement or stocks announcement. We'll see if that clears up the situation. It seems the buyers are trying to push a little bit harder, but still we are in a zone with this in a range zone, overnight range zone, so nothing spectacular. it might as well like be something temporary, to be honest. So we're still in the overnight zone. We see the price tested the overnight low and held, at least for now. But still, the price action hasn't, it's still like within a range. Hasn't cleared much. It's within like yesterday's range, like overnight. What I want to see is basically break above the overnight range. This one, just the highs. And especially if we manage to get above this major resistance and get within the yesterday's previous DVA low. I just want to see all that happening. Okay, I think this is like more like a visual to see whether we're entering the yesterday's DVA static range. Yeah, it's basically this the VWAP. In case I would say it's quite safe to enter, especially if we break within the DVA, especially if we recover these levels of VWAPs and break above here. So here and here, we can just recover until the end. The previous DVA high, that would be like a safe bet on the highs. Even like in this area, we just have 5964. Well, it's quite high. Yeah, so this is area basically is within the yearly DVA low and the weekly DVA low and the monthly. So contextually agrees with us to take a long in here. Intraday, contextually, high time frames, and technically. So just to show you as well, this range is basically around here. So basically it's within the area of the DVA in all major time frames. But so far we see that price is just still trying to break above the quarterly previous DVA low, but which might as well could be like just a pullback, just a bigger pullback than we were expecting. Still choppy and still within that bearish candle, still within the trend. As we see here, just nothing changed basically. You could actually see somewhere around here or here. This one to get rejected and testing get this one the lows. Thank you for the wish, but I don't really, to be honest, believe in luck. I believe in good preparation, knowledge of the market, have a scaling plan, risk management, and all this, to sort it out, and then just wait and execute. Yeah, thank you, but I don't really believe in luck, to be honest. It's all about risk management in the end and having like a good preparation. So we're still 40 minutes within the opening, and we just have moved just about in around it's about 60 in the 30 points range, and we're still like after the opening. And still the situation hasn't cleared enough. Within the high time frames, still the situation hasn't cleared enough. We see that it's testing the yearly previous TVA high, but still I would say we need to clear this area in order to kind of like safely enter. In theory, we could just put a trade, but very small risk here. But just to be aware that could be rejected in this range somewhere here. So I'll just put a small trade here, but just be aware that you may get stopped out if it breaks. So you see, we're just entering another range. But from what I see, the bulls are really having a hard time to break that zone. So this is basically, this is a major point. So if we break here, okay, no, we're just trying to break again. It seems this time is more strong move. Trying to break the overnight. What I want to see from the buyers is basically breaking this high time frame, the yearly, and really break into this area and just basically like establish, and then I will consider just putting like a long small size, but nothing here. But we have a long way to go, so we'll see how it goes. So you can see even volume wise, profile wise, we're still like within the 70% value area, just moving around, chopping. So basically now I'm just marking value area high and low, and the poke. So I'll make it I know it's too many lines. I'm just not gonna leave it for all the times. Just to see like visually, this is a poke, and this was still within the area of the volume. We're almost like 50 minutes within the market opening, and still we're just chopping around. Okay, it seems that at this time it failed to break the overnight high, but it may try again later. Who knows? We expect to see another test now of the overnight lows. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just made another coffee because this is what keeps us running in the end. So we see another serious attempt of break the overnight highs. Okay, it seems to be breaking the overnight highs. We hit 59.02, so the next target should be 15.14. So this is the major, There's going to be a lot of choppiness around. I'm not interested in getting involved here. So just looking the how far we are in the ATR, usually ATR range, and the average is around 76 or 77. So I estimate the maximum range, day range should be until at least until 59.57, which is like 9.57. So it's basically until the previous day VWAP. So if we enter here, we're gonna be about the end of the range. So we'll see how it goes. So now we see what the bulls are establishing. Not establishing, but they initiated the move. But we're still way, way long to until the establishment. Very far away. So around 59.20s, we expect to see a lot of resistance in this area because there's gonna be three high time frames creating a zone, plus it's gonna be the intraday plus two. So we need to build around like a structure here and then smooth the way up. What I'd like to see personally to go for long is an acceptance within the high time frame DVAs. So basically, to be within all three, we need to be above 59.46. 59.45 now. So around here. But that's the ideal situation. It may take a while to enter this zone, and then just build a structure within some kind of a form of acceptance. And if all this happens, then we can try and take a relatively small size, scaling out probably around here, having as a VWAP as a major target. Again, that's risky because we're at the edge of the usual ATR, so we'll see. Another possible scenario we could actually do, a possible trade, would be a rejection from the monthly previous DVA low, which is basically price holds and gets rejected right here. Again, that would be a little bit choppy because we have the bullish high time frame from the quarterly, but still would be a valid trade for a scalp. Because as you remember, my main setup today would be like shorting the market rather than longing. So we'll see if we have some major reaction from the high time frames and maybe try a short there. Or maybe intraday, somewhere here. By the way, I see there is a conference, bearish confluence. There's a monthly previous DVA low, as I showed you before. It is like in confluence with a previous intraday previous DVA low. So there is a high chance we're going to see some kind of rejection in this area. And we're going to be also at the intraday highs. So we have high chance to see another rejection down here to the VWAP or this here to the high. So now the market is already trying to push. We haven't reached the level yet. So I'm just waiting to see. This is probably going to be like a more like a minor pullback. So I'm not entering now. This would be premature. Maybe around this area, kinda. This area. So basically we'll just be looking something like this all the way down, or some sort of long small size. It's going to be a little bit choppy here, aiming for these levels. So we may see now the pullback 58.99, 58,900, somewhere there. Goes, here's the retesting the overnight high and then leaving, going up. And at the same level, there is the yearly previous DVA high. Okay, so probably it's retesting the DVA high now. So yeah, today's market conditions are far from ideal. We're over an hour within the market and we're just hanging around like a tight range. And the bulls try to initiate a move. It's having a hard time to push through. And could be easily resolved in failing with the whole structure and finishing the day just below like yesterday. So basically this all would just be another squeeze. In that case scenario, we're just waiting for the fail to happen and just break the range down below and avoid all this choppy area, you know. So we see the bulls are having a really hard time to push after the pullback to the overnight high. But they keep still trying anyway. So It seems like the structure started to failing apart. So it's very important days like this just to stay out of the market, do nothing, just try and watch how everything evolves. Sit on your hands, wait for a clear direction, and wait for your setup. Because you can easily like lose a lot of money in this choppiness. And because most of all it's like capital preservation. If nothing happens, nothing happens. It may happen late, it may happen in 2 hours or 3 hours or late in the evening, you know. Just you can just set alerts like I did around here. Just in case we break below. Just set your alerts, do your day, continue with your day, and if the trade is there, it's there. It's approaching an hour and a half in the market opening. I haven't seen it quite a while. It's kind of long time to see any clear direction. Usually it's like the first half an hour or so. It's been like a long time since the last time I saw this. Just be aware that this choppiness is basically occurred because of the high time frame dynamics. Let me just explain for it. So we have the quarterly previous DVA low. So which is as long as we are below, it's pushing because it's a low. So as soon as the price goes, it's gonna push above. Then we have the year's previous DVA high here. And because it's a high, as soon as the price is below, it's going to try to push below. And if it's above, it's going to try to push higher. You see? And then we have, so there is a choppy area here, because we have two opposite, dynamics. And then we have the USPV high, so we try to push up, but we have the monthly previous DVA low, which is as a low, is going to try to push the price away lower. We have another choppy area here. And again, we have all this like is choppy everywhere. We have the monthly DVA low. Again, if we cross the DVA low, it's trying to push towards the VWAP of the other end. It's like a previous area. Again with the lows. Again with the lows, if we go in within the weekly, we have the yearly pressing down. So this whole area basically just zones of trying to push like the opposite directions. We have this all kind of cause of choppiness, and things will get a bit of clear since we get above the yearly, like since we get like within this kind of range here. So yeah, if we manage like to get around this structure, get accepted within this structure probably, but it's yeah, in general the whole area is very hard. Again, above the structure, we have the monthly previous DV VWAP pushing down or up. Basically, I would say it's mostly secure above the yearly VWAP for the bulls. The whole area is just choppy. Just here we have a structure to lean on, and maybe we could just aim on the other side. That's very, it's very difficult as well. Yeah, basically that's why we see all this kind of choppiness. And I don't think it's gonna clear anytime soon, to be honest, unless we have some real big volume coming in to rip off all the high time frames. But that would happen only like in big, like FOMC news or something like that, so CPI or so. Basically, I think the whole day is gonna go like this. Okay, seems like bulls are trying to push a little bit the market higher. Still choppy area. And still a bearish in control. So the market has become tremendously slow. The bulls are still trying to break 59.10. Probably there are some kind of there probably there are, stop losses from the monthly previous DVA low. Stop losses is about here, so just keep pushing all this area. So we may see some rejection. So we're still 64% of the daily volume. We're still 72% of the daily ATR. So there is some kind of room there if we get accepted within the previous intraday DVA low over here. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not in favor of the longs, but I mean, if all goes well, we build some kind of structure or price or time acceptance, I may try a small like long. So my plan is to stay half an hour more into the stream, closing 2 hours of trading, and then I'm just gonna do a break and I set some alerts. I've set already an alert on the downside just in case everything falls apart, and I'm gonna set an alert here. If you haven't arrived here half an hour, I'm just gonna set an alert here just in case. It seems like buyers are getting through, but really hard. Even if we enter here, even if we enter here, even if we do, let's say, even if we do like a straight candle, like a straight, like, line candle, or still just want to see like a pullback and entering, or maybe entering, just building some kind of acceptance before I try the long. So we have some way to go. I was just curious, and I was just watching the chart I have with 5 time frames. So basically, what happened here? We had when we broke the yearly VWAP after a lot of testing, we created a range, and then after the recent break, we just created another structure here. So basically, we need to see price getting accepted within this kind of structure and building up to see some kind of, of strength from the bulls. But we definitely need to see breaking the monthly previous DVA low. The other way around is, we had some kind of like support here. So here was just about to see whether it's gonna get accepted or just get rejected. If we get rejected, we can easily take a shot aiming from the other end at some point, or either aim for the other end or these levels. Just taking some profits on the way down. So basically it's a matter of time to see the reaction towards the monthly previous DVA low. Which is at 59.20. Basically here, 59.20. So my plan today basically is either get accepted here or get the rejection towards the lowest end of the structure. But in any case, it will be with the minimum possible size. And of course, depending on the price action. Okay, so we still have 10 points to go, but we may see some kind of rejection here. The stops are getting, it's a bit premature, but considering the market is not perfect, and also considering from what I realized from my experience, it should be like 2 points another direction. So 50-20 should be 15-18 around here. But as I said, because we see the flat, these are stops, I may attempt to take one shot now, but just depending, we'll see if we're gonna dip below this level, I may attempt a shot. But I'll be waiting and see. Because the markets are not perfect, it's basically like a whole zone, of sellers. So we might see the structure failing now. Okay, I'm gonna try a shot and see how it goes. So this is aiming like a rejection from the monthly previous DVA low. And this all this technical and all this previous, DVA low. So this is aiming to go low. Test again the VWAP and this kind of, if we break below the DVA high, just I aim to test this kind of zone here. And it was kind of like overstretch, this one as well. But I took my chances and see how that goes. And I'm gonna put my stop above the 59.20, 59.22 probably, around that area. It's a big long area. But that's where my stop loss will be valid. We already see now that it's kind of like failing to go long, that the buyers are failing. It may take some time, to everything to go through. Let's just say that we can aim from the VWAP, for the VWAP. And of course, I'm gonna trail it, level by level, just in case we have another rejection on the overnight high. Yeah, so the RR is about 1, a little bit more than 1, which is fine by me, especially in these conditions. Okay, so we see the price started failing. Just broke one level basically. Let's see how that goes. Started failing. Okay, we could just draw power. Break even. Now because we reached the DVA high, I'm just gonna protect some profits in case we get rejected back the higher. I keep some distance here as well, just in case we just blip and go down again. So just testing the overnight highs now. The overnight high is in the DVA high. So we'll see how that goes. We have protected already some gains. And then it's up to the market to do its thing. If we go to the VWAP, that would be amazing. Especially for that kind of day, to get around, I don't know, 15 points or so. which it takes a little bit of time to break. The volume is not that great, it's just kind of absorption, but we have high chances on the second test this one to get weaker. We may not see it now, we may see something like we may see something bouncing again and then failing. So we'll see how that goes. Just market is random, you know what I mean? So just we just take our best chances, do some risk management, and just take our profits, and you know that's it. So we have some kind of failure to break. Not sure if it's gonna persist. We just have to leave where our stop loss where it is. It is on a good spot, just above this candle. It's on a good spot. We're just waiting now to everything to, you know, to go through. So we're aiming ideally on the VWAP, or that would be great if we break even in that structure. That would be great to take some profits here. It's not ideal, but you know, in these kind of situations, choppy market for 2 hours, that would be amazing. Okay, so we're going through, and now what's gonna go? Stop loss just above the overnight high, protecting some more gains. Okay, now we're testing some more level, and what I'm gonna do, just gonna tighten up a little bit, just in case we have some kind of. Just gonna keep it here. I'm gonna keep it here, just in case we have some kind of short, like pullback and then down. So just gonna protect this one, because you never know, price might do pullback at the DVA high and then go to the VWAP. So that's why we leave some kind of space here. Okay, now we just cross another technical level, so we're just gonna technical level and the structure. So we're good to go for the VWAP. And what I'm gonna do is basically didn't have time to do it. I got taken out. What I wanted to do here was basically to put my stop by taking profit target right and following through. And I was just about to say, okay, I'm gonna like trailing it. But before I had the time to modify the order, I was just taken out. Which is a good profit, it's like 15 points. Don't take me wrong. Yeah, I don't want to be, you know, like sound like greedy or anything. But that would be like a better management. You just have your target at the bottom of the overnight low, and then just you know, trailing it. But the VWAP is a good standard to take your profits. It's a good standard to take your profits, 100%. It is not bad. We basically did around 10%. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, that's it from me for today. As always, I'm gonna post a screenshot of my trade in the Discord I am. And yeah, have fun and enjoy your day, and always be careful out there. Do some nice prep, follow your plan, see your max structure as it evolves, do some proper risk management, and you have nothing to be afraid of. Just take care, okay?